Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and we've got something neat looking here. Check this out. We've got the Nightstalker's Butcher Fleshripper. I feel like I'm writing strings of adjectives like my own students at this point. Nightstalker Butcher Fleshripper. Put some spaces between those kids. But no, this guy looks awesome. Look at this. He's got, obviously this is like one of those big butcher dudes. I think that's what, I don't even know what they're called. I saw this and I see a big monster with too many limbs, no face, big teeth, knives and blades everywhere, and fireball shooting mouths growing where his arms should be. So, hey, looks good to me. Photography not to scale, made in Great Britain. Contents may vary from the... Okay. Okay. 40mm base. Okay. That is unexpected. Well, there's our figure. Like, I didn't even get to build anything. What the heck? That is not what I expected. This... Okay. This is like PVC stuff. Not too much bend to it, but the detail is actually pretty nice. This is like board game plastic. But look, I mean, so before everybody's like, oh, well, you know, as a painter, I feel that there's not enough detail. I'm going to disagree. Number one, unless you're winning a Golden Demon Award or a Crystal Brush or whatever the new hotness is when it comes to, you know, painting accolades, I feel like there's some really solid detail in this figure. And this is even more bizarre. So this makes it look like he was already attached to a base at one point. But I don't... Where did he come from? Because the last board game that I can think of was League of Infamy, which was the last, I think, Mantic Kickstarter, right? But that is... I mean, why not just keep him attached to a base at that point, right? That's going to be an issue with those bottoms on his feet. That is going to need some cleanup. But the fact that, I mean, he's good to go. Right out of the box, I'm like, I'm filling time now because I was assuming I was going to have to build this. This was a bit of an impulse purchase. I guess I should have double checked online if there was anything said about him not being metal, plastic, resin. But I gotta say, for a PVC model, heck, for just any kind of tabletop model, I'm feeling like, besides the fact that those are going to be an issue, like I said, I feel like it's a pretty nice looking figure. You know what? Screw it. Why do I need to put you on a square base? In fact, he fits that 50mm base quite nicely, if I don't say so myself. And we've got an Abyssal Succubi here from Mantic as well, just to give us a good idea of a size indicator. I don't know, for those of you who aren't as familiar, I'm reaching and grabbing a Basilian human of the second plastic generation variety. I should have some of the first generation Gorilla Basilians. I personally didn't have any issue with them. I know some people were just full of ridicule for them. I was like, I didn't think they're that bad, but I guess I'm just an easy crowd to please, so what do I know, right? Somewhere on my tabletop, I have got... There we are. I was going to say I have a Northern Alliance Mantic human as well. If you wanted to use something like this for whatever your tabletop RPG style games of choice are, Mork Borg immediately springs to mind. Forbidden Psalm, Last War, any of those type of dark horror themed RPG skirmish games, whatever they are interested in, using a WizKids human here. So I think it's going to fit in with just about anything out there on the market. It's not going to look too ridiculously large. I mean, it should be large because it's kind of like the boss version of these Nightstalkers. Mantic Goblin there. Let's see what else I can grab. I mean, we can grab some 3D printed stuff, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to help much. A Forge Father. Why a Forge Father? I don't know, but I'm going to stick him there regardless. I was going to grab something from Conquest. Again, Conquest being a bit of an acquired taste, not only due to the style of the models, but just the size. Here we have one of the City-State Hoplites, who absolutely is going to tower over the WizKids human there. Basilian will try and put up a challenge, I guess. So, dependent upon your human-sized models, I think that this model is going to be a pretty fun one just to have painted up on the table. Looks like it'll be a pretty easy paint up. Lots of purples, maybe some blues in there, some browns for the leathers, things like that. Some pinkish, magenta-ish highlights maybe, and I think we're going to be good to go. But yeah, I gotta say, nice looking figure. I really wish I could have built it. It probably would look crappier. You'd probably see like ugly seams and things like that, and I know some of you are big sticklers for that. I'm not. I don't care. So I guess I can't really complain. And I'm going to go double check, but I have a funny feeling it probably does mention on the Mantic website that he is made out of PVC. I guess I should do my due diligence prior and check those things out ahead of time. But in all honesty, I don't think it makes a huge difference. I guess just knowing that I'm paying not a hefty price, but a fairly solid price for board game plastic and not getting any kind of board game goodies included, I guess is a bit of a letdown. At least with stuff like, you know, Cool Mini Zombicide or Song of Ice and Fire figures, you get gameplay related stuff. So it would have been cool to just see something included with him. I guess that's the only real downside to the fact that I also don't get to build it. But otherwise, really solid model, really impressive sense of movement with this guy. He's well equipped, and I think he's going to look pretty impressive as he lays waste to whatever your heroes have in mind. So, fun stuff there from Mantic. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.